All right. Do you want to do the intro now or you want to do it after?
We can do it now. I got my pop out chat.
You go ahead and start this one. We'll take turns every episode, bro.
All right. All right, guys, welcome back. This is Daringly Controversial, episode 2. This time we're going to be talking about 3 different topics. So on Wednesdays, we're going to be doing conspiracy theories or just theories in general. This one we're going to be talking about if ghosts are real, if aliens exist, or if, is the government poisoning people or are there artificial diseases that everybody is getting from some kind of government around the world.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this is episode 2. It's February 5th, 2020. So, do ghosts exist?
Yes.
You think ghosts exist?
I know they exist. I know they exist. All right. Do you believe in ghosts?
I think that we should be drunk for this conversation.
It is a good drunk one.
I would be talking so much shit right now because I don't think ghosts exist.
All right, then what do you think all like the proof and evidence people have is? What do you think that is then? Shit that's completely real, that isn't human beings, what do you think it is?
Like what? What like?
Like, all right. So story time.
Okay, all right, let's hear it. Here come
the
fucking bullshit stories that everybody fucking says. Let's hear it.
Fuck you. All right. So I lived with my grandma, my grandpa, my nana and pappy for a lot of my life.
Okay.
I live in this real old house out in Wilmington, Ohio. It's like 150 years old, something like that. It's pretty old. All wooden, like wooden floor. I mean, there's carpet, but like the stairs are wooden and they're old wood, so every single step creaks really bad, right?
Okay.
So it's my first year in the Army. I go home for, I think it was Thanksgiving, and the stairs are right next to the bathroom. So I'm in the bathroom taking a leak, and everyone's over for Thanksgiving, and they're out in the kitchen and the living room, and I'm just sitting there taking a leak, and I wash my hands, and someone's walking down the stairs. Nice, dude. Nice.
Uh-huh.
Clearly, someone's walking down the stairs. I hear every single step because, like I said, it's a really old wooden fucking house. Every single step you hear, like every single one.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think anything of it. I just figured someone ran upstairs. I walk out of the bathroom and I walk into the kitchen, which is kind of like looped around and this like through other rooms.
Uh-huh.
And subconsciously, I was just looking like, oh, I wonder who went upstairs, who should be sitting down right now or should have moved. But nobody had moved a muscle. Everyone was in the same place. Yeah, no one was sitting down. And I just have this look of bewilderment on my face. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? That was crazy. And my nana looks at me and she says, oh, what's wrong, baby? I'm just like, I just heard someone walk downstairs. Very clearly walked down the stairs, like definitely happened. But no one was. And she goes, oh, we hear it all the time. I just said, what? What do you mean you hear it all the time? And this is, like I said, I lived there half my life as a child. I hadn't lived there at this point for probably 5-6 years,
Yeah.
And I never heard it when I was living there. So it just blew my mind.
How old were you at this time?
They hear it all the time. I was 21, 21.
Dude. You're definitely, that's still your little kid imagination, dude. Your adult,
she said
your adult
hear it
imagination.
all the time, motherfucker. Literally, she said we hear it all the time. And what's weird,
You
which
really don't
this is
think...
weird.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It's just it kind of gets dark. But my grandpa passed away the next year. He was sick at this time with cancer, and she said that she hasn't heard it since he passed away. So we think it was like I don't know, a family member or something like that was with him while he was sick. Something weird like that. I don't know, but pretty crazy, dude.
You don't think All right, so your grandfather passing away, that kind of helps the case a little bit. But you don't think that maybe, I don't know, you don't think because of that, in your mind, you think you hear something? Because of that, like you don't think that like maybe your family thinks like really hard. Maybe they believe in ghosts really hard.
Okay.
And
No, he was alive when this happened. He was alive when this happened.
but I'm saying after the fact, you don't think
Mm-hmm.
like it makes them think even more that that's what that is. Like it's just something that like puts it in your mind that like, man, maybe he's still around. Maybe he is like, moving around the house.
Nope.
No?
Nope. No,
Nothing
because
at all?
I've only felt it a few times, like that presence feeling, and it was always in that house. But that was the first time that something had happened that was for sure. I was an adult, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Someone just walked down the fucking stairs, but no one did. All the other times are just I was laying in bed as a kid living there, and I felt weird. You know.
Um, I think, all right, so for me personally, man, I really feel that for me to believe in a ghost, I think that I need to see something. Because
Okay.
at this point, like at 21 years old, you've experienced things that are probably really loud. And, I'm not saying your hearing's bad. Like, obviously, your hearing's perfect at 21 years old. If it's not, then you've done some pretty crazy shit from when you were born to 21 years old. But I think you need to see something. I think for me,
So I've never seen anything.
or like, or maybe like, I don't know, man. People really say that they've felt something,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it revolves around like you have to see it, man. Like, because maybe you feel a hand on your shoulder, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird feeling that you're getting right then and there. Like, if you saw a hand on your shoulder and you felt it, that kind of, it's like, whose fucking hand was that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's stories out there of people seeing people and feeling people touch them and shit,
Yeah.
but I've never had any personal experience with that. But and neither has my grandpa. So not my grandpa who passed away, but my mom's dad uh, ran and operated or was part of this organization in Ohio called OOPS. It was Ohio Organization of Paranormal Studies. Yeah, fuck you, Menor. And he would literally like go to all these places, just like the TV shows, set up all these cameras, set up all these mics to record things all through the night, and they never saw anything. So for them, people who were super experienced and went to all these haunted places, they never saw anything like that. So I don't really necessarily believe those types of ghost stories. But the amount of shit that they have from audio is insane. So I don't think we can see them, but hearing them's different. So, and so hearing them walk down the stairs, I heard it, but I didn't see shit. I would have seen something, you would think, when I walked out. I think you can hear what the fuck's going on.
I mean, even
my grandpa has some crazy shit, man. Like people sing. They were there, and someone was playing the piano and singing all night. They didn't hear it. They walked around the house for hours, didn't hear it. They left. They looked over the audio files afterwards, and someone was playing piano and
like
singing.
after they left.
Well, yeah, when they started, breaking down the files.
Yeah.
And looking into it.
See, like the things that also kind of turn me away from believing in them is things like those shows. I mean,
those shows are bullshit.
like they're on TV, and like a lot of things like fucking, scripted on TV, but even when they think they hear something on TV, like it's because of their microphone or it's because of their their setup that they have. I mean, but the people themselves never really hear it like at a loud enough, I guess, a loud enough volume that really spooks them, or really, where they can personally say, yeah, I've heard it like like it was right next to me, like if somebody was
Yeah.
fucking talking to me themselves, or
Yeah, that doesn't. No one I know that's ever happened to.
yeah, and I think that that kind of hurts like the whole believing in ghost thing, because I mean, you got
I like it though because it's not as dramatic. Like
yeah,
me
yeah,
having a little bit of experience from it and like hearing things and seeing things. If somebody said, "Oh yeah, I lived at my parents' house and I'd always feel something touching my leg or grabbing me," or it would beat me up in my sleep and tear my posters off the
I'd
walls,
wake up
I'd
with a
say,
fucking fat black eye.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say, "Fuck you, you're full of shit, man." It's not like that,
Yeah,
But
like maybe like a little brush on the shoulder, like a little quick brush on the shoulder that you barely
yeah,
felt, and you're like, "What the fuck?" All right, maybe, but like, I I know like it's hearing it really up close and personal. Like, if a fucking ghost was in here, like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?"
yeah.
Like yeah,
You're
it's
like,
fake as
"Oh
fuck.
shit."
It's fake as fuck. Like, it's not gonna happen. But I'm not saying that to be like right up in your ear. But I'm saying I think they should be at a volume that you can understand yourself, because if they're really trying to communicate like people go out and say they are, they shouldn't have
I
to
don't think
use
they are.
like machines or audio recording devices, or just things that would enhance the volume. I mean, maybe they're not trying to like speak
I
to
just
us,
think it's a
or
different sound wave. That's why we can't hear it ourselves, but we can when we use certain recording devices because it's a different. They're in a different world, you know.
yeah.
That's my theory.
But I mean,
That's my girl.
there are those people that say like I'm in this house, and my family member has died here, and they're like I really think they're trying to communicate with me. And yeah, I understand that they're dead and they're in a different, maybe I don't know, dimension, world, whatever you want to call it, realm.
Yeah.
But if they're trying to communicate that hard, I feel like it should be at a level that like maybe you don't understand it, but maybe at a level where you can definitely hear it, and it's not like a second thought. It's not like, wait,
Yeah.
did I actually hear that though? Like, am I fucking like hearing things now, or
Yeah. There's other theories too. Like my
fucking,
girl.
or slam a door for me, man? Let me fucking know,
Yeah.
dude.
My girl thinks, which I've had talks to her. I think it's possible too because like the stair thing, it fucking happened. I didn't imagine it.
Yeah, yeah.
I said it to my grandparents. They were like, "Yeah, we hear it all the time." Like, that's a thing that fucking happened. My girl thinks that it could be a. Well, he's still alive, so actually, is he dead? He's alive, right?
Who cares?
Yeah, whatever. Fuck him. My girl thinks, which I could be on board with this, is things that exist have memories. Still, even though they're not alive. But this sounds so dumb.
No, say it, dude.
This is a dumb reference because I just took my son and her to see Frozen 2.
Mm-hmm.
And in Frozen 2, they create memories from the past with ice because that water retained memory of something that had happened in the past.
So
in
they
that water. You know what I
they
mean?
froze it
So they froze it so
to
they could
keep a
see
memory.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So she thinks that the things that we hear, so when people do pick up those voices, which actually happen, we don't hear it, but over when they look at the audio file, they hear some voices or they hear people talking, or I heard the steps, then maybe it's like a slip in time from when somebody walked down those steps 10 years ago. And for some, who knows, no explanation reason,
it just
we
came
hear
up.
it now. It just happens randomly.
So you think like that walking down the stairs is multiple times somebody's walked down those stairs, and then years later, all those walking down the stairs are catching up, and people are starting to hear it now. Just once.
In a way, something. I mean, I don't know what I think about it, but I could
Kind of get behind it a little bit.
I could get behind it a little bit. How it's just a memory replaying itself.
Yeah.
In that how like the house is replaying a memory itself.
Yeah, I think what would be my argument on that is because I know you're not exactly fully behind it, but for me, I think what would shoot that kind of down a little bit was I mean, what about all the other memories? Every single thing else, like how come
Yeah.
that cabinet door doesn't shut here and there, or how come the fucking toilet, you don't hear that toilet flush here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. Um,
Maybe certain memories have more energy than other ones.
like walking
Maybe someone
downstairs,
maybe something crazy happened on those stairs.
fucking slipped and fall.
You know,
You
I
fucking
don't
slipped
know.
and fell, dude. That
I
was
don't
traumatic as
fucking
fuck,
know.
dude. Ah.
Yeah.
I
A
think.
crazy, another really crazy one my grandpa had, the one who did the Oops paranormal study stuff,
Yeah.
was him and I don't remember if it was him and someone else, but one of his two people that were there, they were closing up. It was the morning, so they were getting all their stuff together, and they started laughing about something. And then when they went back to listen to everything, somebody that wasn't there after they laughed said, "Settle down now, boys." And they didn't hear that shit. They didn't hear it at all. They were just laughing, and then they went and they listened to all the audio, and they're like laughing, and someone just goes, "Settle down now, boys," or something along those lines. I don't remember
Like
exactly.
in the
what he
like in the
said.
recording,
Yeah.
as
And
they were
then-
laughing in person.
Yes. And then they showed it to the people that asked them, or the people that owned it, They said, "Oh, well, we got this recording of someone telling us to settle down," which is crazy. And all these people swore up and down, "Oh, that was Bob, blah, 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 blah. That was Bob that used to work here back in the 60s, but he passed away. But that's 100% his voice. That was him." All these different people. Which is kind of crazy.
See, and I think for me, I love these stories. Like as much
I
much.
think they're bullshit.
No. Like I'm not one of those people that's like closed-minded and like, dude, ghosts don't exist, and like hear your story and be like, oh, well, you're just fucking bullshitting, or you're making garbage up out of your fucking ass. For me, it's like I'm pretty open-minded, right? So you tell me these stories and it's intriguing to me. Like I personally went to a hotel in Dallas because we wanted to stay in a haunted hotel room. We like looked it up and we found this hotel that's had different stories or different reviews of it being haunted. So we stayed there. We wanted to get a Ouija board, but it was too late by the time we checked in, so we couldn't go to like a fucking toy store and get a Ouija board. But we stayed there and we stayed up till like 4 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning, just because as a family it was like me, my uncle, my brother, and then my 2 cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to fucking get some new thrill in our life, I guess. And
that'd be fun.
nothing, man, nothing at all. And
Was it like a night? Was it really old and like ran down?
yeah,
or was
it's not like ran down. It's still like kind of upkept because it is in downtown Dallas.
Okay.
It's still kind of upkept, but it is a super old hotel, and on the smaller side in comparison to the other buildings. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel open-minded I am, is I'm willing to do stuff like that with family or with even friends. So I'm not really closed-minded and saying like your stories are bullshit or all these stories are bullshit.
Yeah.
I really do love these stories and they intrigue me, but
Nothing's ever happened to you though.
nothing's happened to me. I can't say I've experienced any paranormal activity, like,
Yeah.
and it's because I haven't heard anything myself.
I always believed, but when that stair thing happened, which I was like
That's
I
what-
said, 2021, I said 100% this shit's real. 'Cause
That shit
was
got
fucking
you.
crazy. Yeah, it
See?
didn't scare me at all. It just certified it in my head.
See, and that's
That
why
shit's real.
I think that's why I don't tell people that they're making this shit up, because
Mhm.
I don't know, like I don't believe in them, but somebody says it to me, I'm not going to call them a liar.
Yeah.
But until I die with 0 experiences, then I'm gonna say like it's never happened. Then ghosts don't exist. But right now I'm still open-minded. But as of right now, I don't think it's not a thing. Like until I'm fucking looking at my kitchen and I see a fucking cabinet door slam shut or open wide, or a fucking
Yeah.
random ass like glass fall off the goddamn counter, it's not for me.
That's fair. Well, I hope some shit haunts the fuck out of you one day.
Hey man, and when that day
you say,
when that
"Oh,
day comes,
shit."
dude, I told you I wasn't religious in the last episode, dude, but when that day comes, I promise you I'm going to be in church every goddamn day, dude. But until that happens, I'm not religious. I don't believe
God.
in ghosts.
So you need some paranormal shit to happen to turn you to a Christian,
Dude,
too,
if I
huh?
see that
This
cabinet
shit
door
runs
open
deep.
wide open right now, I swear to God, I'll start praying, dude. But, but until then, until I see some crazy shit happen, or until I get slapped in the face by a ghost penis, then I'll believe.
Fuck. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
It's I don't know.
Luckily, I didn't have a ghost penis slapping in the face. I just heard some fucking stairs. that was enough for me.
Dude, I don't even know what I
Oh,
would think if I
shit.
got slapped in the face by a ghost penis, man.
And you can't see it, but you know,
You just
like that was a
Look,
fucking penis.
The weird thing is, I don't know how we would know.
I know. Oh fuck!
Oh Jesus,
You got a
man!
mushroom stamp on your face.
You wake
You're like,
up
what
and
the
it's
fuck was that? You go to
you
the
wake
bathroom, there's
yeah,
a
dude. You just
mushroom stamp on your face.
dude, I can't even imagine. I can't even explain that to somebody, dude. The next day,
Oh, you'd have to say some weird shit. You have to say, "Oh yeah, my fucking wife slapped me with the dildo last night.
we got
I don't know
freaky.
why." Yeah,
I
shit
guess you
got
could say it was kind of paranormal. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think.
it got pretty spiritual last night.
Oh man, dude. I just and you know what's more about this ghost stuff is like they say like dogs and cats can see things or hear things, which I mean they hear way better than we do.
Yeah.
Maybe who knows? Maybe the sound is in our frequency, I guess, or our sound waves. Maybe they're in something that we can hear. We just can't hear well enough. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe the dogs and cats, because they hear, they hear like I think dogs hear like 25 times better than we do.
That's crazy, man.
So maybe they do hear stuff.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, they say that dogs and cats are the ones that can see that shit.
Yeah,
You know, I've heard a lot of stories where people say their dog starts fucking growling and it just looks across the room, clearly like staring at something, but they
Yeah.
don't see shit. You know,
yeah.
so I could see that.
And it's weird because my cat, he fucking sometimes he's still young. He just does weird shit, but
Yeah.
sometimes you just see he just like sits on the couch and he's just like fucking staring up in the sky, dude. Like, what are you looking at, bro? Like, there's
he's
nothing
looking
up there,
at that
dude.
At that fucking demon that's haunting your ass, bro. That's what
Like-
he's looking at.
Like sometimes he'll go up to the wall and look up at the wall and there's something on the wall. So all right, but sometimes he'll sit on my chair or sit on the the couch arm and just fucking nonchalantly just stare upwards and you're like, what are you fucking looking at, bro? Like there's nothing moving up there.
Yeah. Menor said that demon ready to dick slap you. That's what he's looking at.
Looking up there
at
about
some naked ass demon jerking it, ready to
just fucking ready to send it,
pop
dude.
down on your ass.
That is crazy though. Like I don't know, maybe
I
dogs
wish I
and
had
cats
more
do.
experience. I wanna search it, like you did. Go into a place that's known to be haunted. I want to do that sometime just to see
Dude,
if something crazy. will
If you
happen.
really do believe in ghosts, dude, I would do it, but do it with somebody. Do it with a few
Oh.
people.
I ain't doing that shit alone. Are you fucking kidding me?
Because like I said, I was with
No.
an uncle, two older people, my older brother and my older cousin, and then it was me and my cousin. So there's 5 people, 5 people doing this. So I mean, we weren't really scared going into it, but if something
Yeah.
happened, we'd all freak the fuck out and leave.
Oh
But,
yeah.
but yeah,
I got big balls, but they ain't that fucking big.
oh man, not even, bro, not for that kind of shit, dude.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right. So moving on. Ghosts are real. Next.
ghosts
Aliens.
could be not really real, but
are
aliens are definitely
Aliens
aliens are definitely more real than ghosts. That's fact.
Aliens are 100% real.
Where's the fact? I have no
Just as
fucking
real
idea.
as ghosts.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay. All right. Aliens.
Aliens.
Go ahead. Why do you think they're real?
As of right now, still no evidence. But in my mind, there's so much crazy stuff has happened
Yeah.
in history of our Earth. So much crazy things have happened, and some of it's unexplainable. Like we talked about it last episode. You know, the asteroid that or the meteor that blew away the dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it wasn't a meteor.
Maybe it's aliens.
Yeah.
Maybe it was us.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Lizard people running the government.
Said the pyramids. Yeah. So Menner said the pyramids. That was what I was gonna touch on because the pyramids are fucking crazy. Have you ever looked into that shit? How they're almost certain that aliens came and helped us build that shit as like a...
Yeah, I've heard different things. I haven't looked into it myself exactly, but I've heard a lot about it and how like they're way too big and way too, I guess, not really complex, but yeah, way too like structurally like sound for it to be us doing it by hand.
And there's no way that we had the technology. They had the technology to accomplish it without outside help.
Yeah.
You know.
And then it's kind of, you know, died down a lot more in the recent times, but back in, I don't know, 2010, for example, you know how many like UFO sightings there were?
Oh yeah.
Like now you don't hear about it anymore, which is it's kind of weird that you don't really hear about it nowadays because I don't know, maybe people are coming to their senses and we're the fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But back in 2010, dude, there's like every other night you'd be like, dude, I don't know, is that a UFO? And then you would see something the next day like maybe that was a UFO.
Yeah. Even now sometimes I see some cell phone footage from some fucking hillbilly that definitely didn't throw that shit in Photoshop and make it up himself, you know? You can hear him like he's in the ghetto going, "Oh shit, man, you see that shit up there? What the fuck is
damn,
that shit?
Jimmy. What the fuck?"
That dude ain't coming and putting it on his PC and editing shit up like a fucking graphics design major, you know? That's just a software.
What do you think about what do you think about the people that look at the clouds and see how clouds are too perfect sometimes? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but sometimes they're like clouds that are too perfectly like circled, I guess. I don't know. Let me look it up. But
perfectly circular.
Yeah, perfectly circular. Like, yeah, dude, it's insane. Let me see.
I've never heard that.
But yeah,
my dad and his brother, my uncle, they say they saw a UFO when they were kids once. My dad barely remembers it because he was really young, but they were out tossing ball and they were locked out of the house waiting on my grandma.
Yeah.
And they were just like frozen with fear because they said this thing came and just hovered right over them in the yard and then just took off like at the speed of light.
Yeah, dude,
when they talk about it,
they're so convinced.
I fucking believe that shit. My dad admits like, "Oh, I barely believe it. I was a kid." But I totally remember how freaked out Ben was and how just scared I was because my uncle is older than my dad and he remembers it clearly.
And I think that's what makes it so convincing is when you hear older people, like when you're, I guess, younger, maybe it's more convincing obviously because you're younger.
Yeah.
But when you hear it from somebody of that age, let's say, you know, late 30s, early 40s at that time, they're telling you this, and in their mind, dude, you can see it in their eyes, you know? You see it in their eyes.
What I mean. You know that they're telling the truth to them. You know,
yeah, like they will die thinking that they fucking saw a UFO, and you see it in their eyes, and you're listening to their voice and how serious they are, and you're like, holy shit, like this motherfucker saw a UFO.
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
And like you personally didn't see it yourself, but I mean, dude, the way he talks about it.
Feels like he did though. Yeah.
How fucking contradicting am I, dude?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you weren't this passionate about my fucking stair story.
Because they're fake as fuck. They're fake as fuck.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Dude, you know, I think it's because since I believe in the universe, you know, as opposed to being religious, I think me believing in, you know, the super ginormous vast universe, how could you not have more than not even another human species out there somewhere?
Yeah, just any species.
Yeah, any species. Like, how could you
It's
not have
impossible.
some? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so ginormous,
impossible.
so huge, so vast.
Mhm.
Like, how could you not have any form of life somewhere else?
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe there's like some kind of dumbass cockroaches on some other planet, but maybe, a few galaxies away, there's an actual intelligent life form.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
think there definitely is.
I think that's
100%.
that's why I believe in aliens more than I believe in ghosts, because there's I feel like it's not possible to not have another
Space is
intelligent
fake.
life form.
Foundation of truth. Space is fake. Oh, are you a flat earther?
Is God real? No.
We had that conversation yesterday, Monday.
Yeah, that was in episode 1. But to me,
Something's
no.
real.
But you believe in aliens. Uh yeah, I mean for the most part.
Good point.
For the most part, yeah, I think
So what I said Monday, foundation is I'm a Christian. I believe there's a God. Do we live in a simulation? Yes, this is the Matrix. This is actually just the movie The Matrix.
blue or red, dude. Blue or red. Which pill you taking?
Both. I'm popping both of them, motherfuckers. See
I'm
what
getting
happens.
I'm getting high as fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
No, I believe in God, but I don't believe in like the God everyone else believes in. I think it's more simple. I don't think it's just this dude clicks his fingers and shit happens. I think it's, you know, we talked about it. You can listen to the last podcast. We talked about it.
Yeah, we did. We went over that quite a bit. But yeah, I think there's so much in space. How could there not be some kind of living species somewhere?
Yeah, statistically, it's impossible. I
Like,
mean, there's infinite fucking galaxies, universes, you know?
yeah.
It's impossible. There's no way.
I mean, and then you have the actual, the actual religious people that I guess wouldn't believe in sending. We actually sent Americans to the moon. There's people that think that
Yeah.
that's Photoshop as well.
Yeah, what do you
Dude,
think?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I believe that more than I believe in some higher power.
Yeah. Minner said, some speculate there's life under the ice on Titan. I've never known that. I'll have to look into that. That's pretty cool, actually. Well,
mean,
they think there's fish living under the ice. They
You know how
think
much,
it,
you know how
it's
much
not just ice.
crazy technology that we have. Well, like what makes
Yeah.
that's what's mind blowing to me is that some people don't believe that we've actually been in the moon, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know personally because I've never fucking been to the moon, right? But I look at the technology and the crazy stuff that we have now. How could you not go to the moon?
Oh, we could do it now.
That's what I'm saying.
But did we do it back then? We didn't have that. Our shit wasn't that crazy back then, man.
I mean,
That shit was just in Hollywood, in some fucking factory building.
it's some fucking two randos just in a fucking
Yeah.
garage shaking your goddamn camera, dude. We're fucking going, baby.
We have liftoff. Like,
Who fucking knows, dude? I don't know. I mean, but even if it was fake then, we're definitely going now. Like, how could you not?
yeah.
The shit that we have now.
Oh, 100%. We could. go
Yeah,
now.
so it doesn't really matter if the moon pictures were fake or real back then. We can go now without a fucking problem. So I don't doubt that there's people living in space right now. Some of the flat Earth people do. I saw a video on YouTube. Some of the flat Earth people don't think that even the pictures from outer space on the round Earth, they don't think that's real. They think those are also photoshopped. But with the technology that we have now, there's no way we're not in space. There's no way we're not in space taking actual pictures.
What the fuck do flat earthers believe? Do they think that it's just us? It's just a flat earth and that's it? And there's nothing else anywhere ever?
I don't, dude. The crazy shit that they say, dude.
Yeah, I agree, Menor.
The crazy shit that they were saying is a video It's like I think it's I don't remember who it's by, but it's pretty much like they bring two different viewpoints together in a room and they let them talk it out. And it was flat earthers
Okay.
versus scientists, and
Yeah.
some of the flat earthers think that it's a fucking for anybody that's watching the stream or going to be watching on YouTube, they think it's like a disc with a little dome on top. A little disc with a dome on top. There's no below. There's no
They
fucking core of
they
the
think
earth.
they think we're a fucking
They think we're like a disc or
snow
like a.
globe,
They think
dude.
yeah. They think we're like a snow globe, dude, like a disc or a fucking oval. And I don't, dude. I don't know,
How,
man.
dude? I don't understand how they believe that. All they got to do is go to the top of a high ass building and see if it was truly flat. They just see. You know, what I mean, you can see the curvature in the fucking on the planet
I don't understand,
just
dude.
going up high.
I
Whatever.
understand.
They're
Pussies.
pussies, dude. They're fucking pussies. If you're a flat earther, fuck you. It's not true. You're
Um,
stupid. But you're not stupid. I want to talk to you. Maybe you'll get on a podcast,
Yeah.
tell us your theories. Maybe you'll
Man.
change my mind, but I doubt it because this shit's dumb.
Changed my mind. But yeah, so I guess he's right. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah, we're kind of.
We're just fucking. We're just we're getting a little heated. Things are getting a little,
Well, we're talking about
touchy.
aliens, and if you're a flat earther, you clearly don't believe in aliens because you think.
Because you think we're not
Space
even
isn't
in
fucking
spoon.
real. Yeah.
We think we're not even in the moon or on the
Yeah.
moon in space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um. Yeah. So UFO
aliens.
sightings.
Aliens.
UFO sightings, aliens. Man, but I guess all in all, maybe to not contradict myself that much,
Yeah.
I'm starting more and more because as much as I would love to believe in aliens and another intelligent life elsewhere, to not contradict myself as much as possible, dude, I think it goes with maybe I need to see it
Yeah.
because you hear people's fucking I swear to God stories of I saw a UFO here or I saw a UFO there, or all the sightings way back when it was relevant. But I think I need to. I think it's one of those things that you need to see for yourself again.
Yeah, that's something I think about all the time. I hope I see a fucking
I hope,
alien
dude.
one day or
Yeah, dude.
something. Something.
I hope they actually fucking abduct somebody, dude. And it's
Well,
on video.
Foundation of Truth that space isn't real, isn't synonymous with flat Earth. Then what do flat earthers believe? Do they still believe in space? They just think that we're just a floating disc in space, and that's it. I don't know,
Dude, imagine you're being abducted. What do you like?
dude. I'd be down.
It goes with
I'd
the
be down.
old stories of being fucking probed by aliens.
Yeah.
But I mean, how crazy is it that it's that like you'd be abducted, dude, and like you can just sit here and imagine all the I don't know, all the things
What they do.
or none of the things that they would do.
They
Like-
pick you up and they just say, "Yo, what up, Earthling? You think you got good shit? Hit this shit."
they just fucking bring you a joint. That's it.
They say, "Now tell all your friends we got that good shit. We can pop up anywhere."
It's gonna be
bro.
$60 a gram instead of 20.
Yeah, we'll just float above your house and drop you down a sack, bro.
Oh
That's
man,
it.
dude, I think that's one of the problems. You don't even know what would happen if you did get abducted by an alien.
So what if they demand you to one-on-one basketball? Yeah, they say if you win one-on-one, we won't destroy your planet. Like, oh shit, dude! I'm
Fuck,
not good
dude.
at basketball either.
Look,
man.
I know a guy.
Yeah, let me hit up LeBron James. We'll be Kobe, rest in peace. But
Man,
hit up LeBron, he'll do it for us.
I can't even fathom what they wouldn't do to us if they actually abducted us if it even is a ship.
What if aliens run our entire society? You know,
And-
people believe the lizard people bullshit. What if those lizard people are just fucking aliens? You know?
And in like what way would they control it? Like
they're just the bigger picture. They have hands. They're controlling everything
Like
around the
puppets.
whole globe. Yeah, we're just
We're just their
puppet
puppets.
masters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
That kind of that kind of goes back to episode 1. If
true.
with God, like, what if it's just some fucking dude in a room? What if it's just some dude in a room, controlling everything?
Yeah.
That's
Foundation of truth. Do demons exist? Yes. That's one of the only reasons I believe in God in a way. It's because I know the devil's real. There's no way people just do the shit that they do.
yeah.
No way.
Devil's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Devil's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's agree to disagree again, dude. I think
Cool, dude.
that'd be best. Yeah, cool, man.
Neither
Whatever.
aliens aren't real either, but ghosts are. So
We'll see, dude. I guess when when an alien fucking slaps
Dude,
me
one
with
of
his
the-
penis, dude, then I'll fucking let you know,
Alright.
man.
all right, bro. One of these weekends before you go to Texas, we're going to some haunted shit here.
I'm
Like
not
the
down, dude.
most haunted shit here. Well,
I don't
your
want to
wi-
die in a state
Your
that's
wife
not
and
mine.
my girl. Your wife and my girl will go on a double date to some terrifying haunted place and see if some shit happen.
I don't want to die in a state that's not mine, especially a state this
Hey,
shitty.
dude, you would die knowing that ghosts are real, though.
Or I would fucking waste some money traveling somewhere where I don't want to go.
Or you die knowing that, wow, this haunted place has a serial killer in it. Fuck.
All right.
Curling competition, yeah, I'm out too. Sorry.
All right, what do we got? What do we got next? Next on the agenda.
Let's go over conspiracy. Something that happened that people have conspiracy theories about.
Oh, the diseases.
Okay.
So, I guess for this next
Like-
topic, it's gonna be diseases like I don't know,
Diseases
like
created
HIVs.
by the government.
Yeah, like HIVs, AIDS, the Ebola virus, or fucking the coronavirus.
Swine flu.
Are they done by humans, the government? Maybe not ours necessarily, but by a government. Are they done by a government or somebody else's government to fucking, I don't know, for whatever reason they have?
Population control.
Yeah.
I
What do you
can see
think,
it.
dude? What do you think?
I don't know if it's true. It's such a crazy accusation, but I could definitely see it. For sure. For one, for money.
You think it's our
Make
government?
money, I could see it being our government. I totally could. For money, a big one is we kind of need a plague, dude. We're getting a little overpopulated.
Oh,
so the coronavirus might knock down some numbers and make our oil last a little bit longer.
I don't care. I don't care how many times you ask me, dude. We need a loss of population.
Yeah, 100% we do.
I wouldn't say a nuclear war.
I wouldn't say that either, Manner.
I'd say let's keep that out of people's minds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Don't let Trump read that.
I think we definitely need a loss of some population, dude.
I agree.
But as far as diseases go, and the government controlling that, that's fucking crazy.
That would be crazy if
For
it's true.
for whatever I guess party that you're a part of, Democrat, Republican, Independent.
Yeah.
I think whatever party you're a part of, as much as you believe in your government or your party of government, that's crazy to think that your own government is fucking sending out people with diseases. That's
The
crazy.
kid in China is getting spawn killed by the coronavirus.
Just over and over and over
Yikes.
again.
They're spawn camping him, dude.
That's crazy to believe in your fucking your government party so
Yeah.
much, but they're the ones dicking you down with these diseases.
But I think it would be a level higher than just the government. I think it would be some weird, like the Illuminati, like we were going to talk about.
Just a
Some
group of
weird-
people, just a group of people in
Yeah.
the government.
A group of people in the government or a group of people from around the world that are part of their own big government throughout the whole world that makes decisions that are world-based,
That's crazy.
and not just our government.
So I guess this I guess this specific conspiracy ties into a
Bigger
higher power.
conspiracy.
Yeah, like a higher power in the world that
Yeah, the Clintons,
controls.
100%. 100% the Clintons have a hand in it for sure. If
Dude,
it's true, they would have a hand in it.
I man, dude, that shit's crazy. I can see you
I
say
could
that
see
all
it.
day, dude. That shit is
I could
crazy.
see it.
Um,
Just saying, what would be the biggest reason for them to do it? Because nothing that crazy has happened in our time in the last century or so that's been a big impact on population. So what would be any other reasonings that they would do it? Money? I don't think they make that much fucking money
it
on
can't even
HIV
it
and
can't even
AIDS.
it can't even be power because if they're powerful enough to send out diseases to kill a lot of people, then they don't really need any more power.
Yeah, true.
And if they're staying in the dark this long, then they're definitely not looking for fame.
Yeah.
If they were looking
I
for
don't
fame,
think
they would have been out and done a long time ago. Money, power, fame, what else? Maybe it's for the greater good, dude. Maybe
yeah.
that's maybe it's like one of those fucking crazy ass TV shows with those fucking weirdos, and they're saying is for the greater good,
Yeah.
and for them, maybe it's for global warming, dude.
Uh
Um,
Mentor said pharmaceutical corporations, but I see I get that they make money off that shit, but it can't be an astronomical amount. It's not trillions of fucking dollars,
I
you
mean,
know. It's making that company rich, but it's really not
I mean, it's
making
making
our country rich,
it's
you know.
making. I mean, maybe if it's for the world, it's not really making our country rich either. But it's like
Yeah.
it's different pharmaceutical companies that could be, you know,
Just making it themselves.
making a fuck ton of vaccinations,
Yeah.
getting all this money from endorsements and investors, which you know endorsements and investors pay a lot of money to these fucking pharmaceutical companies, and maybe that's how they're getting rich. They're using all this money uh, to get the companies rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe they're just making a fuck ton of money and we don't even know.
Maybe it's aliens. Maybe they're just testing out our fucking species with
Well,
some
I'll tell you this much, dude.
some
It's definitely
shit.
not any fucking ghosts because those things don't exist.
Oh yeah, cool, dude. All right, then I don't think it's aliens anymore because they're not fuck aliens. They're not real.
uh, yeah, man. I don't know. It's like the only thing I can think of is maybe for the greater good, dude. Maybe they're trying to stop global warming,
Yeah,
slowly but surely. I mean, I hear that we're running out of time, and
I don't think
maybe
so.
killing people off is slowing it down.
I don't think we're running out of time. I think we got plenty of fucking time.
I'm hearing a lot that we don't.
I don't think. Yeah, the world is fucking huge, man. I get that we use a lot of oil,
You know how many people
but
there are?
look at. I know there's a lot of fucking people. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking people. 7 billion. I think we're coming up on 8 billion.
Yeah.
Actually, let me look.
Just think of like I don't know, man. Think of like the overpopulated cities of like New York, right? Even if we spread out major cities across the country's going to be dense,
Yeah,
insanely dense, and there's only so much land that can go around. There's only
7.7 billion people in the world
that's
right
insane.
now. I get that's a lot, but let me look this up. Hang on.
I get that there's like a lot of land that isn't being used, but the land that is being used, especially in major cities all across the world, they're
Yeah.
so overpopulated and insanely dense that I think you could spread all of those people out across all of the land that we have in the world, and it still wouldn't like I think it would still be overpopulated and overcrowded.
So
Um,
here's my caveat to that. The Earth is only, I think it's 30%. It's like 29 and 30% land. So 70% of the fucking earth is water.
Mm-hmm.
So the ocean's fucking massive, right?
Yeah.
It's full of food. So sure, if we ran out of food, all our animals died off, we're gonna have fish for all of eternity. We're always gonna have fish, you know? Also, yeah, we fucked with a lot of oil from our land. Sure, we have oil rigs out in the ocean, but we don't have that many fucking oil rigs. So think about all the oil we still have that is under the ocean, way out in the ocean. You know, our oil rigs are just off the shore. They're not that fucking far out there, you know? So I think of the resources that we have in the ocean. Also, a lot of our oxygen, like people flip the fuck out about the Amazon burning down, the fires in Australia, cutting down trees. That shit doesn't matter. They're like, oh, we're going to run out of fucking oxygen. Those trees create our oxygen, blah, blah, blah. Most of our oxygen comes from the plants that are in the ocean.
See, I understand that, but out of 100%, 30% for the entire world is a lot. I'm not saying 30% is going to fucking kill off the entire world, but it's definitely making a huge impact to change our atmosphere.
Do you think that's us, or do you think that's just nature? Do you think that's just nature's course of our planet? It's just the atmosphere just changes over centuries of time.
Just think of the way a place like New York or California looks on rush hour.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Dude, I recently went to California for the first time ever. Holy shit. For people who've never been, smog is real. Ladies and gentlemen, smog is real. We were about to land, and holy fuck, it looks like there's fog, yellow fog. And yeah, you see it in pictures, you see it in movies, and you're like, oh yeah, it's definitely real. But dude, it's way more real when you're about to land in Los Angeles, and you see yellow fog throughout the city. Holy fuck.
Disgusting, man.
I definitely think it's us.
That's
without a doubt, dude. Without a doubt, I 100% think it's us. And then I come back to North Carolina where it's full of fucking trees, right?
Yeah.
The air is so much more clear right when you're about to land. And it's less populated than a place like Los Angeles or California in general. Yeah, I 100% think that it's humans fucking this world. But yeah, you just think of a big city during rush hour and think of all the exhaust fumes that come out of those cars.
A lot. It's a lot. Well,
it's crazy.
Well, what we need then, if the CIA's fucking listening, we need a plague soon, all right? Drop that shit in India or somewhere.
As of right now, we believe, I don't know what we believe, if the diseases are controlled by the government. But if they are, CIA, if they are,
make one. We need it.
Amp that coronavirus up.
Yeah. Time for phase 2, motherfuckers.
Phase 1? Phase 1's a go. You got people scared.
Yeah, phase 1's working.
Phase 2, keep them less scared, but kill more.
Nick said, drop that plague in the southeast USA. Yeah, we don't need Florida. Drop it in Florida.
What the fuck is a panhandle, dude? Get that shit the fuck out of here, dude.
It looks ugly anyways. It's not aesthetically pleasing. Fuck that thing. Cut it off.
It's like a little fucking, I don't know, a little dangly piece off the United States. Fuck that, dude. Get that shit out of here, dude. It's a bunch of crazy people, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bunch of crazy people that live in Florida that I don't know, that fuck rats and kill dogs, dude. We don't want that shit. I'm sorry for any people listening that are in Florida.
If you're from Florida,
I'm sorry, but
you probably agree with us.
it's the people that are from Florida that aren't as crazy as everybody else. They still got a little bit of Florida in them, so they're a little crazy. But
well, those ones aren't true Florida. Those are the dudes whose parents retired and went to Florida, you know.
Yeah, and then got born there.
If their ancestors,
hey, for those of you,
generations,
you're cool with us.
Yeah. But if you're from Florida, if your great grandma's from Florida, you're batshit crazy, guarantee it.
So it's kind of like with the Ebola virus, like that came from what, fucking birds or some shit, dude? Where did that come from? Monkeys? That came from monkeys, right? I'm pretty sure the Ebola virus came from monkeys, if I'm not mistaken. But That's
It
crazy,
came
dude.
from the Congo. Ebola virus was first discovered in 1976 near the Ebola River in what is now the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Since then, the virus has been infecting people. No, what animal, motherfucker? This is from the CDC.
Goddamn Google, dude.
Okay. Commonly affects people non-humans such as monkeys,
Okay.
gorillas, and chimpanzees. Hello, where did it come from?
It just said it, dude. Monkeys, gorillas,
It
and
said the
chimpanzees.
effects of monkeys.
Anyways, I think the point I'm
Whatever.
trying to get here is it's diseases like the Ebola virus and the fucking coronavirus. They come from animals, and
Yeah.
they end up on humans.
Yeah, because humans can't keep doing weird shit like eating the animal, like a bat. Who eats a fucking bat or fucking a monkey?
So
Come on, people.
you don't think that the government is putting these diseases in people? You don't think the government's going into a fucking a monkey, a monkey with the Ebola virus, extracting it, weaponizing it, and throwing it into some human, and letting that motherfucker spread it around?
Possibility. I mean, I'm not shutting it down. Like I said, if they're doing it, I agree with it. We need some fucking population control. So if they're not, that's a shame.
All right,
But
here's
if
a good
they
question, dude.
are,
Would you still
keep
agree
it
with
up.
it even if it kills you? Ooh.
No, because I'm a contributing member to society. If they dropped it somewhere where all these people are just not contributing to anything anywhere, fuck them. I mean, China contributes a lot, but come on, China's got 1.3 billion people.
Hey, man,
they could lose a few,
that's a big percentage of the goddamn Earth's population.
in that country. Yeah,
I think they'd be okay with 500 million.
yeah, they could lose
They
500 million.
could live with five. All right.
I
Look, for anybody
that
listening, I'm not a fucking crazy person that thinks that a lot of fucking people should die. All right, I don't think school shootings should happen. Right?
Yeah, me neither.
I don't agree with mass plagues or maybe different holocausts. But I agree that we need less people on this earth. How? I don't know. I don't know how we need less people on this earth, but it's got to happen some way or the other.
Oh, fuck.
And I said I don't agree with Holocaust because I don't. I actually don't agree with Holocaust, and I'm not saying that should be an option.
Me neither. But if he did succeed, how many less people would there be now? I'm just kidding. Yes.
All right. We're definitely touching a touchy subject.
Fuck Hitler. He's a piece of shit.
Nobody deserves to
100%.
die in that way.
You just let it happen naturally, like some plague that the
Yeah,
government
man.
created.
Yes, naturally, that somebody fucking weaponized. I think I don't know, man. Maybe somebody is fucking a monkey, and it's just natural selection.
Yeah, maybe it's God saying, "Wow, you're not supposed to fuck monkeys, you idiot." And then
I put
boom,
women on this earth for you to fuck, and you go and fuck an animal.
and you go and fuck goats and monkeys. What the hell, man? So I'm handed. This is what he get. Fucking.
I mean, not that God
Slops you
exists
down.
anyway, but
Whoever, the lizard people, the higher power, the aliens, even. And they said if these weirdos keep fucking animals, we're gonna give them the disease, and we wouldn't stop. So
All right, let's
yeah, if I die because some other dude
fucked a monkey.
fucked a monkey in Africa and I die because of it, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Some dude fucked a monkey, fucked his girlfriend. His girlfriend was like, all right, fuck you for fucking a monkey. I'm going to cheat on you with another dude. She spreads it to
Yeah.
him. That motherfucker's actually pretty well off. He flies to fucking another third world country,
Yeah.
fuck somebody there. It starts spreading like a wildfire. Then they start coming to the
Yeah.
U.S. It kills me. It kills you. That's bullshit.
Too far. It was fine in the third world country until you try to find it over here.
Until you start crossing waters, man, some shit's not right. All right, I think we should go ahead and maybe recap.
All right, quick recap. I don't want everyone in the world to die.
I'm not
Fuck
actually a bad
Hitler.
person.
It might have seemed like I agreed with Hitler. I didn't. Hitler was wrong. No one should ever commit genocide. That's very fucked up.
Look, I don't want 500 million people to die tomorrow.
No, but if it happened, our atmosphere would be happy. But I don't think it should happen. That'd be pretty fucked.
It's fucked up. It's very gruesome, very violent. No matter how they die, 500 million is a lot, and it's just crazy. It's a crazy number.
Maybe y'all should just quit having fucking babies.
Stop having babies until after I have
For the
my
next
first kid.
100 years, when I take over the globe, when I take over the whole globe one
Goddamn,
day,
dude.
and I'm fucking emperor of Earth,
Shit, dude.
right?
Fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Everyone can only have one baby for 100 years. If you have two, you know what happens?
No,
You'll
because
have
we
to
don't
wait
like
and find out.
we don't like violence.
You have to wait and find out. One baby per couple for 100 years. I think that would really help.
All right,
If
so
that actually happened.
so for the recap, we have our first topic, which was, are ghosts real? Definitely not.
Yes.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay, ghosts are real.
All right, so we talked about, you know, ghosts are not real. He
Yeah.
thinks they are, but
We had a great talk about how real ghosts are.
next topic we went over is aliens. Are aliens real? And I'm kind of just recapping because we kind of went on a fucking tangent for a long
Yeah,
time.
ghosts are real. We both agree aliens are real, or that it's impossible that they're not. Whether
Yeah.
they're here or not, they're in the galaxy.
It's highly
somewhere.
unlikely that they're not real.
Yeah.
And then third topic, because this one we definitely went off on a tangent.
Which is fine. That's totally fine.
Hey, you know what? We're here just for some controversial topics.
Yeah, we got pretty controversial.
The third topic that it was supposed to be was, are people creating these viruses, and they're not just happening over the world. Are people actually making these viruses, or diseases come to humans? And that's
I don't know. To end on that one,
no,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if
I-
there are not.
and if they are, it's hard to know. I also agree with him. I don't know.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories that have a lot of evidence that I'll read on it or watch it on it. And I'm like, holy fuck, like that seems pretty possible, but there's not a lot of evidence that they're creating it, but it's possible, you know.
Hey man, who knows? Honestly, like the only people that would know are the people that are doing these things. You know.
Yep.
But-
Exactly.
I think that should wrap it up for
CIA is
this
gonna kick our door in tonight and murder us.
next topic. Bush did 9/11. Oh man,
Oh boy, that's
Oh,
a
brother.
touchy one, buddy.
jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. All right, so I think that should wrap it up for this second episode ever for Daringly Controversial.
Yeah.
So just to go over what we do on Mondays, we do 3 episodes a week. Mondays is just strictly controversial topics, about 2 to 3, depending on how long we go for one of them. Second episode is on Wednesdays, around the same time, 7 or 8. And then that's going to be conspiracy theories or just, any theories in general.
Yep.
And then Friday nights or Saturday nights, it just really depends on what, if we're busy or not. That's going to be our segment called Drunk and Disorderly. And
Fucked up Fridays, baby.
yeah, we're gonna get drunk. And it's not just going to be me and him. There's going to be no video. But it's going to be me, him, and a few others. But we're going to get drunk and we're going to bring controversial topics and conspiracy theories to a group chat and
Yep.
kind of just ramble on for about an hour. And, whatever
Maybe
happens,
we'll,
happens.
Maybe we'll talk about this shit while playing some fun game, all of us together too. That'd be
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Why not? I mean, we're drunk. We'll decide when we're
Yeah.
fucking schwasty.
We'll do whatever the fuck we want on Fridays.
Yeah, you know what? It's our fucking podcast. You're gonna fucking listen to us, all right? If you don't want to listen to us,
Fucking
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, pussies.
Fucking pussies.
Fridays are do whatever the fuck we want day.
Fuck, dude. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great fucking time.
It will be.
But yeah, second episode ever. If you want, you can catch us on YouTube as well to watch this whole entire video at Daringly Controversial as well. Or we're on Spotify, and we made it to iTunes today.
Fuck yeah.
So
If you don't want to see our ugly faces, our ugly mugs, just head on over there.
but that'll do it. Thank you for listening and watching.
All right. Fuck you. Bye.